It's fun to talk about. Shannon, can you actually see Jerry bringing Zeke back?
I told you this, didn't I? You got to, no, what do we need? We don't need it. What we need a 1 yard, got a cloud of dust for it.
Well, that's what we need that like a hole in the head.
Yeah, I can see him, but Skip, what's the competition? It's not like it's a competition out there. Jerry got to hurry up and do something because somebody's looking to sign him. Who's looking to sign a 27-year-old running back that's regressed year after year after year after year?
Every year of his career.
Skip, I said, he's never going to be the same again once he started to decline. Zeke is coming off a career low in rush attempts, 231. Rush yards, 876. Yards per carry, 3.8. He had 17 runs of 10 yards in an entire season. He had only 17 runs that went for 10 yards or more. In his last 4 regular season games, he averaged 2.7 yards a carry.
Man, you did your homework. Yeah.
You need that?
I don't want any of that.
You told me you got Turpentine, you got Deuce Vaughn,
Yeah.
You say Pollard's gonna be back, full strength, you sign Rojo. Skip, I get it. Jerry has this, he drafted Zeke.
He did.
He has this love and affinity and infatuation for guys that he drafts. They're his babies. It just, I don't get it, but everything ain't for me to get. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, do I believe that Jerry views Zeke like a son? I do, or maybe at this point a grandson.
Man, Skip, you remember he's ready to blow up the entire league. He's ready to blow it all. Jerry's willing to risk it all.
He was.
Lisa Friel, there's no there. Now you go kill the goose that's laying the golden egg.
When Zeke went through all of his off the field, Jerry fought and fought and fought for him and paid his court costs. They won the first round of court, remember, to keep him eligible.
And just so you know, he ain't never forgiven Roger for that.
You're probably right about that. But Roger has reason to get even with Jerry, too, because Jerry went rogue on the whole league.
You know how he got
his
even?
Pepsi-Cola deal.
You know how he got even with him? You notice all these cities get these Super Bowls,
Yep.
and they keep bypassing age. I guess you know. You notice that.
Point.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say, I get you back.
Wait, was the last one?
In 2011, it snowed.
It wasn't the Aaron Rodgers one. No,
Yeah, it was.
It was the Aaron Rodgers. It was.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it snowed, so you're out. Okay.
But
you're out of the rotation.
Skip, think about all the cities and this one and that one and this one. Jerry, like, y'all know I got the best showcase. I showcase the best thing. Yeah, but you ain't getting it.
Okay. I'm going to make one case and one case only.
Okay.
We've been talking a lot about the Miami Heat and Heat culture.
Yeah.
There's one player on the Heat bench who never gets in the game. His name is Udonis Haslem. Why is he dressed out on the bench like he's a player?
Yeah.
Because he's actually an assistant coach / player because he is the voice in the locker room. He is often the voice in the sideline huddle, right?
He's what they call the gatekeeper.
Okay, he's the gatekeeper. Can Zeke be the gatekeeper for the 2023 Dallas Cowboys? Can he be the veteran locker room voice who rarely gets in the game for any reason? He's not going to play special teams, I don't think. Come on, okay. But I mean, it's sort of come to that. Can you dress him out and really not play much at all?
No.
It doesn't work that way in football the way it does in basketball.
Because you dress all the players in basketball, but you can't do it in football. You only got so many spots.
Okay, so that's the only way I can see Zeke being a part of the team because I must admit, in a complete shock to me, given his off-the-field problems that he had from the start since he was at Ohio State, he matured into I never thought I'd see this or say this. He became a team leader, as in Shannon, the team leader.
Yeah.
I think he became more of a team leader than Dak became.
Yeah.
I think he became a more respected locker room voice than even Dak. So Jerry's saying, gee, can we somehow re-ingratiate that voice in our locker room if I can find a place for him in the running back rotation? Can he still bang away on third and a foot? I don't know. I guess so. But, Shannon, to your point, down. And I was the biggest Zeke fan, and I'm not being a hypocrite here because all I care about in the end, I just want my team to win. He did not contribute to my team winning games over the last 3 years. The first 3 years, Shannon, if you look at his numbers, do you have his numbers there?
Yes.
Okay, his rookie year numbers are by far the best of his whole career. He took off and took over the whole league as a rookie. But it happens because running back translates faster from college football than any position times 10.
Yeah.
Because the rookie running backs can step in. What was TD, Terrell Davis?
A sixth-round pick.
Okay, but how quickly did he start to help you?
Well, immediately. I mean, he went for over 1,000 yards his rookie year. Then he goes 1,500, 1,700, 2,000.
Okay, so
and he won back-to-back Super Bowl.
Right out of the University of Georgia, and he goes kaboom on the league,
right? He did,
Okay, it works, and it worked for Zeke, but I don't know what happened. I think he just ran into too many collisions.
Yeah.
He was as high collision of back as I have ever watched. He was the flip side of Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith had quickness in a confined space, as Norv Turner used to preach to me, and Emmitt Smith avoided contact better than any running back I have ever watched. Zeke hit contact harder than maybe any running back this side of Earl Campbell I ever watched, right?
Yep.
Okay, what numbers do you have?
I'm looking at what he did over his first Skip. He had 40 touchdowns in his first four years. He had 28 in his last 3 years. Okay. He had over 5,000 yards in his first 4 years. He's under 3,000 yards rushing his last.
That's all you need. No, I like the yards better. The touchdowns, he could still score.
Yeah, he had 12 touchdowns. He had 92 receiving yards. But if you look at the yards, Skip, you said something like he was got some trouble since he had that incident.
Yep.
In which Kia Roberts lost her job because she didn't leave the accuser.
The accuser. She did not.
Ezekiel Elliott has been a model citizen. Let's give him credit because a lot of times, Ezekiel had learned.
Agreed.
He learned his lesson. He turned himself into something positive.
Yes.
So, but Skip, at the end of the day, this is a production. This is a football business. It's about production, and his production has decreased.
You're usually talking about production and tolerance, but there was no more tolerance as an issue.
Yeah, because he didn't do
production, right?
He.
Okay, so look at my stable of backs now. Tony Pollard, you can't argue out of it. He emerged as a star last year, right?
Yes.
He tore up his foot. He got the tightrope surgery on his ankle against San Francisco in the playoffs.
And you believe he'll be back to what he was?
He's saying, I'm on schedule for the start of training camp. He says, I feel quicker than ever. Well, he is lightning quick. I love Deuce Vaughn. I loved him. I've watched him as much as I watched any college player over the last 3 years, and he will translate. He was a sixth-round steal. I believe he'll turn out to be the steal of the draft. He will find a place in this rotation.
I like the guy, I think it's Davis.
Malik Davis. Okay, remember, undrafted out of Florida, but he did play at Florida.
Right.
Last year, every time he touched the ball, something good happened.
Yeah, okay.
He carried 38 times for 161 yards. Guess what the average is? That's 4.2 per carry.
Right.
Well, Zeke was 3.8. So I can make the case right here, right now. He's 5'10", 207, Malik, and he hits the hole with some force, with some authority.
Yeah.
I can make the case that he's slightly more valuable right now than Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, but if that's the case, Skip, then he can be your Zeke.
Okay, but Ronald Jones, the second, as he's called. Ronald Jones, the second. He went to high school in McKinney, which is right near the Star, where the Cowboys train and where the facilities are, and he went out to USC. He was a really good player because he was a second-round draft pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and in 2020, their Super Bowl season of Brady's first. Remember what he did? He almost went for just shy of 1,000 yards. Well, he averaged 5.1 yards per touch that year, per carry that year. It was pretty great. And then he became an afterthought because playoff Lenny emerged. Remember?
Well, he started fumbling the football. Remember how he got in the doghouse?
But that year he also had a 98-yard touchdown run. Okay?
Yeah, I think Carolina.
Yes, he did. Well, he's got some ability. And guess what he measures? He is 5'11", 225. So he can pound. He can ground and pound you. My point is, I just named 4 backs. You're okay without Zeke. I can only do this, and it pains me to say this, because I'm not going to miss 3.8 yards per carry. How can I? It's not good enough.
You need to prepare yourself. Zeke is coming back.
Okay, well, it could be, but as long as he's out of harm's way, I'm okay. But in football, I don't know how you do that exactly.
So Brady got back, he's going to get a helmet and some shoulder pads. He's probably going to be out there on Sunday.
Okay, well, is he going to get 10 carries a game? You know, I like him on blitz pickup because nobody's better than Zeke blowing up blitzers.
Right.
But where does that get me, right?
Well, Just prepare yourself.
Okay, but all that blitz pickup that he didn't seem to make Dak a better
Dak still
quarterback.
Dak a good tackler because he got to tackle the guy that Dak threw it to.
That's a good point. Maybe that's his job. He's the designated tackler on offense. Okay, great. Beautiful.
Zeke's social media profiles, guys, still say America's team, Dallas Cowboys. He's
Yeah, you
never
see that
changed
again?
it.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.